place full of passionate musicians. It's an entirely student-run band consisting of 16 members from grades 9 to 12. And no, this was not for a cast project. It was just purely created out of entertainment.
So we rehearse once a week every Friday during lunch, and we also sometimes have extra rehearsals during the break.
So how did it all start? So one day during work period in math class, we were discussing about stage band.
And we were thinking about how unfair it is that there is no band that's just for woodwinds.
So I jokingly said that, oh yeah, we should totally start a band just for woodwinds. And before we knew it, we found that it was a pretty good idea to do it. So it really started from a joke.
We had to choose pieces for our repertoire by looking through the music room, and we also had to invite people to join this band. So in order to do this, we picked people very carefully that we would be able to make a combination of people that would achieve the best possible sound. And so no, we didn't just invite our friends.
Our first performance was at the Arts and Clubs Banquet in June 2012, and we performed with 8 members, a medley of
Phantom?
Yeah.
The opera.
Yeah, it was pretty surprising that we managed to pull it together in only 4 rehearsals. Keeping in mind that we kind of like switched percussionists.
And we also found an extra clarinet, got an extra horn, and went from having no conductor to having a conductor because we realized that wouldn't work.
You can say we're pretty insane.
And most people think we are.
I enjoy the fact that they are self-directed. They're a highly motivated group. They always seek opportunities to perform. They want to perform well.
They said that Dolce was an invitation-only band. I kind of joined by saying that I want to join instead.
I'm always impressed that they managed to find the right people that they need. I'll sit in one rehearsal and then suddenly there's an extra person, and then 2 months later there's another person. So somehow they managed to find who they need and encourage that person to become a part of this ensemble. I think that's really exciting. The fact that this is now continued on for a second year, and it looks like it'll continue on for at least 4 or 5 more years, that is very exciting and has not happened to me previously.
This band would be more unique than the rest because it was 1, student-led, but 2, it would be somewhat contrary to what we have called. There's a band called stage band. It would be this stage band equivalent.
It's good for students to see that ensembles can be viable, they can be very well run, they don't need to be teacher directed, they can be completely student run, and they can perform the kind of music that works for their instrumental setting. I think it's great. I think it enhances the program. I think anything that gets more students involved in our school is nothing but positive.
The practices are during lunchtime, which are okay. Takes up my lunchtime, but it doesn't matter because playing at lunch, yeah. Playing music is always really fun.
When you're in a group and you play with all the other instruments playing their parts, and if they're playing correctly, then the music that we play will sound phenomenal. Yeah, like sometimes I'll just like when I have rest during the pieces, I'll just like close my eyes and just like enjoy the music that's being created.
It's positive, and Dolce has really affected us, especially for us seniors, because we won't have something like this in uni, well, at least most of us.
Practices in Dolce are always fun. There's always amusing comments that people say after maybe like a disastrous run through or a very successful one.
Okay, I want to go dinosaur.
The members in Dolce, like majority of them, like I can say, is kind of music obsessed.
The difficult part about running a band would probably be actually knowing what you're doing.
The hardest thing about running Dolce would be finding a way to give the most effective comments during rehearsal.
Hats aren't hat like a round hat. We have it. We need a pointy hat. It's like hit and get off.
In order for them to sound their best, you have to make sure that you give effective comments people can understand and actually improve their playing with it.
You absolutely can't have contradicting comments with your partner, because once you let that happen, no one's gonna listen to you again. Regardless of how clueless you are, appear to know what you're doing, because that will work, and people will be convinced.
We make good music.
I like that you tried democracy in like what music we had to play, but you guys had a what's it called?
There's only one.
Yeah. At the very end.
Dolce is really special to me because it's something that I was a part of in the whole founding of the band. It's not only about having a leadership role and being able to contribute to the band, but it's also about helping bring out potential in the people within the band, and it's about being able to share music with other people, like during performances or even just during rehearsals when we all get to enjoy the music that's being played. And so I think Dolce is something that is really memorable for me during my high school years, and it's something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, just because it's so unique and nothing like it has ever been done before.
Dolce means a lot to me. It's actually something that I created and am responsible for the quality of music we produce. We also need to think about what the members think and what they want. Okay, no, we kind of don't. But it's like watching a child grow. I've met and grown closer to a lot of people in less than a year. And this is a place where we can be who we are and not really be judged or anything, because in the end, it's just a place to have fun. It's a place where we have a lot of talented musicians who have the same ultimate goal in the end, which is making good music. Dolce is definitely something I'm proud of, and